And ahoy! Hello, good boys and girls all over the world. Today, it is finally time. With terrible audio to boot, which may or may not lower my experience, I'm hoping it won't. But, today, I am finally going through the reunion. Yes, Mafuyu. Hello. The reunion of Mafuyu and Mafumam. It's finally time. Mafuyu resolves to face her mother and tell her how she truly feels. At the same time, her mother swears to value Mafuyu's wishes over anything else. The two finally meet again and open up. Why is Emu here? Hang on. Why is Emu a part of this? Anyways, I think it's about time we actually get going on this. So in that case, let's begin. The night before. 'Twas the night before Doomsday. Here we go.
Mafuyu, 大丈夫? 明日、お母さんとそうでしょうね。
For sure.
前に話した時は気持ちが伝わらなかったみたいだし。ちょっとルカ、不安にさせるようなこと言わないでよね。
I mean, yes, but this time Kanade should be there as well.
ようやく進もうとしているのに
あらあら。はい。
Yay.
実は真冬に
I know I've said this before, not on stream, but Mafuyu is so strong. She's such a strong young woman and I'm so proud of her.
そうそう、この
Love it.
僕たちは髪だからこういうのつけたら
That's so sweet. Aw, Mizuki.
ねえ、アスニューどうしたの後ろに
Hmm?
それって真冬の知らないけど
That's what the door's been. That's what the door has been this whole time. I see. I understand.
もしかしたら水あそういえば
Yeah, because now Mafuyu's moving forward.
もしそれがドアが開いたらそりゃきっと不思議なまた適当だけれど
No, my Sekai already came out. It's not that.
話
The other side.
もし今はいいそれでいいと思う
そうだね。
まあ真冬の今じゃなきゃ見れないって今は
はい。
分かっているけれど
真冬の幸せのためにちゃんとその気持ちがあれば
そう私も真冬
Okay. This conversation will show us the full truth of how Mafumam's been acting. This whole time we've had certain ideas of how she's acted and why she's doing what she did. This is going to basically confirm everything we know or throw it all out the window. Here we go. The next day.
真冬今日は来てくれてありがとう。ゆいさきさんもあり
はい 久しぶり。
Yusashi.
元気にしていたかしら。大丈夫。私はこれが普通だから。
She's actually revealing her true self now.
そう。ごめんなさい。あのね、
Yeah.
あれから私はあの日、医者になることが真冬の夢だ。それ将来のためになんだから今は我慢しないとって気持ちを押し付け、本当に。だけど信じられないかもしれん。お母さん、お母さんは優しいし、絶対そう思えるし。真冬でも
大丈夫だ。何でも話
お母さんにこう全部私のためだって分かってても、家にいても落ち着かなくて辛かった。お母さんに謝ってほしいとか変わって、ただ真冬ごめんなさい。本当に大丈夫よ。お母さんも本当に真冬が幸せになるためにどうすればいいかって考えたの。
We're walking a very thin line here. Please. Please.
お母さんね、真冬が本当にやりたいことを応援したいの。
Okay. Cool.
真冬の夢がまだ目指したい夢がわからないのだ。将来のことはゆっくり。もちろんよ、お母さんの手が温かい。前に真冬のお母さんと今はねえ、もししばらく特にこの間少しありがとう。いろいろ聞かせて、久しぶり話せて。
Seriously? For seriously getting a typo in this? Something of this importance? You know what? I can't blame them. I can't blame them for this.
本当に今日は真冬の話を聞けてお互いにそれでこれからもし真冬が家にさっきお母さんも言っていたように真冬の居場所はここなんだと、それは必ず。しかし真冬がだから
お父さん、家にまだお父さんは分かった。家に真冬、岩崎さんも今までごめんなさい。真冬のことを。いえ、私よかったね、真冬。
Yokata. Now, of course, this is not the end. That conversation lasted a single episode, and it was episode 2. This is not at all close to the end. A few days later.
真冬大丈夫？だいぶ 寂しくなるな。あ、ごめん。マフだけど少しだけ。
奏でまた一人だとまた無理して寂しくなるかもしれないし。
Yeah, and with Honami only coming over once a week, we know she needs that.
あ、いや、大丈夫だよ。
Sure you have. Sure you've learned your lesson. Surely you'll never do it again, she said. Like, a while ago, before she just did it again.
ちゃんと食べなかったら道連れにいる。
There it is.
わかった。なゆ、かなで、
Miku?
みく、
Ren?
レン、来たんだ。
そうなんだ。
ミック、
なんでもないだ。
Nande Monai. Beautiful audio glitches we have going on here.
私も
I think we all are.
少し
But the good news
不安だけど
is that if things don't go well, we know we have a safe spot for her.
大丈夫。お母さんは
真冬。わかった。頑張ってね。真冬。
ありがとう。
Yatta! And there he is.
車の方がすっか。
さあ着いたよ。
ありがとう。
ドアを開けるのは
That's a very... He doesn't know. He actually doesn't know. That's crazy that he said that.
大丈夫。
Like, I'm sure he meant just the car door. He has no idea, like, the second meaning behind that.
お母さんは
真冬、おかえりなさい。
Oh, that was the door to their house. Okay, I see. That makes much more sense. I understand.
ただいま。
さあ、食べてちょうだい。ちょうどご飯ができ、お腹は空いて。
おお、おかずがテーブルいっぱいに。
じゃあ、荷物を置いて、準備。
わかった。
それじゃあ、今日は真冬の大好きなものをたくさん用意したの。
And what are her favorite dishes, pray
いつ
tell?
もよりも香りを強めに作ってみたから。
Yeah, she'll be able to tell for sure.
本当にどれもうまそうだ。
真冬も手が届かない。たくさんあって迷っちゃうかしら。そうだわ。今日は新鮮なタイを買ってきたの。
マフ
じゃあありがとう。
それじゃあ今日は久々。
やっぱり
Okay.
味がしけど。
それで真冬も肝試しをしたのね。
ああ、猫のお化けはあまり想像。
なんだか暖かいな。
That's good. That's really, really good. I think the best part about everything that's happened was that now Mafia will feel like she has the ability to stand up for herself. Because now coming home, if she can be honest with them. And if things aren't going well between them, she can tell them. And if they make things worse, she can go back to Kanade. It's like she now has the freedom to stand up for herself and still have somewhere to go if things go wrong. The next day.
ごちそうさま。 昨日話してて。
真冬
く
少しだけ真冬ちゃん
大丈夫そう。
はい、朝比奈さん、
ありがとうございます
今回はちょっともしよければ。
はい私のものでよければ
Now, of course, at school, not a lot's gonna change.
ただいま、お母さん。
It's the life at the house that's gonna change the most.
お母さん、
さすが真冬ね。
ありがと
これが確か真冬は歌詞を書いているのよね。ここの
She's
言葉は
actually taking the time to get to know what Mafuyu's doing. Finally! It's finally happening. Yeah. Sorry, I had some people come into my room, but she's actually showing interest. She's actually being supportive.
う。どうもわからない。
それならねえ真冬
Things are going so well.
大鳥さん
Emu should be able to tell.
もしかしてこの前のアンケートの話かな
Cool.
真冬ちゃんよかった
A few days later,
おはよう。
おはよう。せっかくのお休み。
ごめんなさい。
部活？あら。
部活引退まで続きたいんだけど、いい？
そうだわ。部活に行くのなら大丈夫よ。すぐにしちゃうから。ちょっと
okay.
待ってね。
So yeah, we're going to get to the point where Mafuyu's mom is going to like try too hard to make things up to Mafuyu, and that's going to make things awkward between them. Episode 5, getting carried away. Immediately. Immediately, that's what happens.
あら。
あの言葉、どういうことだったんだろう。やっぱり本当に続けていいのかな。
Mafuyu. So Mafuyu's overthinking things now as well, which I guess makes perfect sense.
あの時は
In that case, talk to her about it. It'll be uncomfortable and awkward, but talk to her about it.
ただいま。
Oh, she looks so sad.
おかえり真冬。
今日は弓道連盟の師範。
Okay.
あら。
お母さんは
おかやっぱり今度はぜひ一緒に行きましょう。
Yeah.
もちろん 部活がない日。あら、お父さんからだわ。
Hey.
私せだから
美味しい夕飯作っ。
お、この麻婆豆腐美味しいな。辛みもちょうどいい。
よかっ
そうだ、ありがとう。
た。こうして真冬と一緒。
ああ、そうだ。
私ね、真冬のこと、
お母さん
Can confirm she knew nothing about her.
真冬は部活も勉強も趣味も頑張って、この間のテストも成績が良かったし、きっと真冬ならどん
True.
そんなに大したことじゃないよ。でも
But at the same time, you are.
そうだわね。
まだそうかもし
そうなの。じゃあこんなに頑張ってんだもの、真冬だったらどんな学校でも行けそうでしょ。
Hopefully, by we, she meant her and Mafiu, and not her and Mafiu's dad.
ありがとう。でも
Okay.
あら、
その話は
ごめんなさい。まだ目指したい夢が分かる。将来のことは
大丈夫。
No.
お母さんはでもなんだ、何か飲み
Yeah. So at this point, even if it is all with
どうして。
why? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's all gonna fall apart here. Oh no, I was gonna say. Hang on, what was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say. Give me a sec. It'll come back to me. Probably. Maybe. Oh yeah. Like, even if Mafiu's mom is saying those things now out of the right spirit and actually wanting what's best for Mafiu, even if the intentions are right, Mafiu is so trained to see it the other way that her instincts will tell her that this is a dangerous situation even if it's not. So that's something that we'll have to play around. Like, figure out how to deal with. But here, hearing Mafu Mom talking to herself, this could destroy everything that was just built up.
どうしてあんなこと言っちゃったのかしら。真冬の気持ちを尊重しようって大事。真冬はだ
Okay.
大丈夫。
でも
So she actually does care now. Going along with it? No. No, Mafiu, no. Stop it. Stop going along with it. This is what got you in trouble last time. Mafiu, please. And what's the stamp for this? I want to believe. Yeah, that makes sense.
ねえユキ、K って今どうなってるかわかる？
Miku and Len, if Mafiu starts to fall back into the pattern of doing what her mom wants her to do, we're gonna need you to step in and put a stop to it.
どんな感じって
Because there's a good chance that she won't stop on her own.
だからしばらくミュートして今連絡しても平気そうか？
私に聞かれもわからない。
お、ついいつもの
そうだ、ちょっと飲み物とき
Mm.
お母さん
ごめんなさい。お母さん、もう少し。
ありがと
次は頑張って取り戻しましょう。大丈夫。マフならできるわ。
She's trying so hard. She's trying so hard. Oh my days. She really wants to help make Mafu feel comfortable. This is actually, in my opinion, this is really good for Mafu Mom. Like, she's putting in genuine effort to change, to make Mafu happy. Just, it's gonna take Mafu a little bit of time to get used to the idea that she actually does have the freedom to do what she wants, and if things don't go as well as they did before, that's okay. It'll just take her some time to get used to that. So, right now, Mafu Mom, honestly, I think she's doing the best she possibly can. At the end, Mafu might still leave to take some time for her to, like, mentally and emotionally, like, stabilize and, I guess, readjust to the idea that she actually does have that freedom. But that time, it's not going to be Mafu Mom's fault. So in theory, it should still be okay if the two of them, Mafu's mom and dad, come over to visit her from time to time at Kanade's place. That should still be okay. But again, we're going to need Miku and Len, who are actively paying attention to her, to put a stop to things if they go too far.
お母さん、
ありがと
こっちのあれ、いろんな大学のパンフレ。
う。じゃあ
どうすればいい？家にいるのがお母さんは、だからお母さんはポケットの中にブレスレット。
The bracelet's still there. Okay.
ただいま。
So basically, Tamafu N25 is her home.
そうだった。
消えないよ。
あ、
何か。
お母さんね。
Okay.
お母、どうしても真冬のことをしまった。ごめんなさい。でも真冬にとってごめんなさい。心配させちゃう。
こんなに私のせい、自分じゃどうしようもないくらい。それなら
Oh no. Oh no. The times before it was almost definitely manipulation, but this time it's genuine. The Mafu's still gonna, like, react the same way. Oh no.
お母さん。
実はね、勝手にごめんなさい。
ありがとう。
本当？じゃあ気に入ったら言ってちょうだい。
Okay. I understand. I have some ice cream. Oh. Yum. So, at this point, like, some of the things she's doing haven't really changed. Like, she'd probably be doing this even if she weren't trying to change. But the spirit she's doing it in is completely different. The only thing now I think that needs to change in order for it to, like, fully all come back together is for her to do it with Mafuyu and not just alone. The other side of that coin is that Mafuyu needs to feel like she has the choice of whether or not she wants to, without any pressure either way. But we'll see how this plays
お
out.
母さん小学校がもしよければもっと資料を集めておくわね。さあ、ごめんなさい。
ありがとう。
真冬ね、今度こそ真冬の夢を応援させてね。
Why would you say it like that? How's Mafuyu gonna react to that?
お母さんは私のために我慢してくれてる。
Because there's also a chance that we could just go right back to what our other problem was. Where now she might be trying too hard to make Mafuyu's other dream come true, that Mafuyu feels forced into that now.
だから私もお母さんに寄り添わなきゃ。
Mafuyu, no! Mafuyu, you can't. Oh no. Someone needs to stop her. Anyone. It could be the Vocaloids. It could be N25. It could be Mafuyu's dad recognizing what's happening. Because I feel like at this point he might actually be in a position to realize what's going on. But somebody is going to need to stop Mafuyu from going along with this. Otherwise things will go right back to how they were before. Is it going to be Kanade again? Discordance. So yeah, Kanade might actually be able to finish that song now.
真冬ちゃん今また真冬ちゃんがいいお母さんと仲良くどうしたんだろ
レン、
う元気ない
少しだけ。
あ真冬ちゃんなあの
For 3 lines of dialogue? Man's probably going to get Kanade to come over and talk things out. Yeah, how's that song coming along? Okay, good.
今ちょっと真冬集中して作ろう。あれどうした真冬が
どうしたの？それで遅れるのはアミヤくらいでしょ。ユキ
そら真冬どうしたんだろう。さこれじゃ
And all 3 of them felt it.
真冬見てね。よかった。真冬の勉強したいこと。
そうだね。どういうこと？真冬の行きたい学校うまく言えないけど。
あのね真冬ちゃんだから何か
あら、もしかしてごめんなさい。
いえ全然お気になさらず。
それじゃ失礼するわね。
わかった。
ユキ
And Mizuki's immediately gonna press her on this. the three of them together is it's amazing how one of them can only get through with the help of the other three. Like, all four of them are needed for this to work. Like, their dynamic as a group, it's like... It's almost as if they were made for each other intentionally.
わからないどういうこと私わからないどうしてまたわからないこのままじゃ
Okay, it sounds like Kanade is gonna take action.
よいせきさん、本お世話になったというのに。
あ、いえこちら
気にしないでちょうだい。むしろ連絡をもらってありがたかったわ。今日は腕によりをかけて
ありがとう
よいせきさん、真冬が帰ってきてくれてから家これも真冬のことを支えて。
私はね真冬がちゃんと前に進もうって
真冬も
こうして真冬と一緒に前少しずつ私の知らなかった真冬を知って真冬の目をまた応援することができて
It's like, I think now I'm starting to, like, fully understand. Like, Mafumam really wants to be proactive, so that whenever Mafu decides she wants to do something, everything's already in place, so it can be done as quickly and painlessly as possible, so that she can, like, as efficiently as possible, make that next step towards her dream. The main problem with that is because it's already being done in the background, Mafu's gonna feel like she has to go along with it, which is just gonna bring back up that pain. So you need to wait for Mafu to tell you what she wants to do and then act on it. The hand moves again. Okay, so Mafu does go back to Kanade's house, it looks like. So yeah, it does appear like the Asahinas are gonna do this little back and forth. Like, things go good, then they're not, then they're good, then they're not. Eventually, the pendulum will settle, and things will be good between them. Problem is just... The problem now, I think, more so lies on Mafuyu. To, like, stay true to herself. Because I'm sure Mafuyu's mom doesn't want what happened before to happen again. For the right reasons or not, she doesn't want that to happen. And so now it's up to Mafuyu to stand up for herself. Which I really thought she was gonna be able to. Unfortunately, it seems like her compassion for those around her is making her feel forced to do things for them. It's not actually super different from Honami, I think. It's definitely a different context and in a different way, but Mafu is going through something very similar to what Honami was before, where Honami felt like she needed to do things other people wanted to in order to make them happy, regardless of whether or not it was true. And now granted, that one was out of fear. For Mafu, it's more so out of guilt, I feel like. But it's a similar problem, where Mafu feels like in order to make her mom happy, she needs to go along with what she wants her to do. So maybe having Honami talk to Mafu about this is a good idea.
この
真冬が
ちょうどこの間実はとてもいい学校ね。そうね。
しかしついこの間までまだゆっくりもう行きたい学校まで決まったのか
See, he's picking up the signs. What did I say? He's picking things up. He's in a position to realize these things.
実は真冬がイメージしたその一つを。
そうのか
He's not happy about it. Kanade's not happy about it.
真冬 真冬は
真冬、思っていることがあるなら教えてくれないか。
Thank you. W Mafu Dad.
お父さんの勘違いならなんとなく真冬の本当の
でも
大丈夫。
でも
無よほん
それは
真冬も行きたいってあの学会いい
わからない。
説明がそうじゃ
ごめん。
また間違ってしまったの。
I have not once, I think, seen her eyes like this. I'm pretty sure we've seen them empty before, but not with fear.
真冬の気持ちを決めつけて
She's trying so hard. She still doesn't fully understand what the root problem is. It's like, now she's trying to understand Mafuyu's emotions. If she can start to understand the reasoning behind those emotions.
落ち着きね。
今度こそ真冬の夜それも真冬お母さん
ごめんなさい。お母さんは私が。
ダメね少し
お母さん。私がお母さんを傷つけないようにって。それで。真冬。
ああ、少しすれ違ってし
A
まっただけ
little
だ。
miscommunication? They're trying so hard. Sugarcoating this won't work with Mafiu. Mafiu's smart. She's put two and two together what happened. She's going to beat herself up for this. It's been a long time since the Asahinas have been able to talk to each other like this. Interact with one another like this. Even if these are experiences of the past, in the present context, they're brand new experiences that they haven't gone through before. Mistakes are going to be made. Especially in a situation as delicate as this, it's almost inevitable that you're going to hurt each other in some way. So when something like this does happen, you're probably going to beat yourself up over it for a little while. But what you need to do is to be able to learn from it and move forward. So Mafia is gonna probably take a little bit of time to herself to try to understand what's going on, what she should have done, how things should have gone. But it feels like even though they're likely going to be apart for a little bit more, things are really starting to patch up between them. It feels like even though this is a low moment, things are actually starting to get better than they were before. We just need to see how long Mafia beats herself up for, because she is going to do that. Like, that is going to happen. Even whether this was avoidable or not doesn't matter anymore. What matters now is learning from it, so next time you feel that way, you know to speak up immediately. This is all going to be a learning experience, getting to learn how each other thinks all anew. And it will take time and a lot of trial and error for you guys to finally get things right. But it's coming together. Like, for the first time in the entire story, I feel like I can actually have confidence in Mafuyu's mom to actually care about Mafuyu. That's a huge step forwards.
違う。お母さんをまた苦しめて。私が。真冬、どうしよう。私の声も朝比奈さんの声も聞こえてないみたい。
At this point, I think, like, you really have three options. Either hug her, be there with her, or leave her alone. Right now, I'm leaning towards option 2, where it's like slightly closing the distance to make my presence felt. If she seems like she needs a hug, then we can try. But I would not leave her alone unless she specifically requests it, at which point we do leave her alone. But at this point, Kanade, you've known Mafuyu for a good amount now. Like, I feel like no matter what Kanade decides to do, she's not really going to make things worse. So what'll she do?
でも、どうし
Yeah, it's gonna be Mafuyu's dad to say something.
ゆりさん、せっかく来ていただいたのに申し訳ない。また後日お詫びに伺わせてください。
真冬。
Okay, so Mafuyu's dad is the one making the decision to send Mafuyu back. Interesting.
真冬。でも、前の話し合いの時、真冬のお母さんはちゃんと。
And at this point, I do actually think she is. It's just she's placing a higher importance on Mafuyu's future than her present. When, in my opinion, they should be treated at around the same level. So at this point, I feel like Mafu Mom's made it such a habit to do this. And she's trying to get it fixed, and of course it's not something that can be done overnight. But I do feel like Mafu Mom is doing almost all she can. Again, the only difference is whenever you're trying to do something for Mafuyu's future, instead of doing it on your own, in the background, bring it to the foreground and do it with Mafuyu. So that way it's going to be her decision whether or not we put in all this work. Because otherwise Mafuyu might sunk cost fallacy and go along with what you're doing because she sees the effort you've put in and doesn't want to have all that effort be in vain. Even though you don't want her to do something that will distance her from you again. And on Mafuyu's part, as Mafuyu is definitely realizing now, it is going to be her responsibility to stand up for herself when she's feeling pressure to do something she doesn't want to do. But they're growing. It's like, right now, it does look like things are hitting a low. But this shows me that there's a really good chance that they could all come back together as a family. and have it work. I think I've talked for long enough.
心からなのに。はい。わかりました。
This mafia is gonna be doing a bit of this back and forth.
申し訳ありません。
いえ、
すみません。はい。真冬にとって心が落ち着く場所が今はここしばらく。
わかりました。
Oh, she looks so sad.
真冬ま
Mafia, you know.
それでは失礼します。
どうして私毛布で締めちゃうんだろう。
Oh, that's the question she's asking. Oh no. The problem is, now this is going to reinforce to Mafu that if she stands up for herself against what her mom wants her to do, it's like, I don't know. Words are hard to come by right now. Basically, I think, I could be wrong, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I think that Mafu now is going to be less willing to stand up for herself out of fear for hurting her mom, because hurting her mom, like, avoiding that right now is, it feels like that's Mafu's greatest priority. When the way to actually avoid that the most is to stand up for yourself and say things right away. And at some point it is also going to come down to Mafu Mom being... It's like, I don't think right now she's in a space to fully shift her perspective off of the future. It's like, you can definitely think about the future, but you shouldn't push the future. Not when Mafu's in this fragile state. It's like, right now, I think the main thing their dynamic is going to rely on is Mafu's willingness to stand up for herself in those situations. If Mafu can do that, then Mafumon will be able to eventually make all the adjustments needed. But of course, all that is easier said than done. It's become a habit for Mafu to go along with her mom. She's feeling an, like, some sort of, like... It's like an... I'm trying to think of how I want to say this. This could be the wrong way to say it, but I'm gonna phrase it like this. It feels like Mafu has an emotional bias to do what her mom wants her to do, even if that will lead to worse things down the road. So the question, of course Mafu is going to need some time to emotionally calm down. The question she needs to ask herself isn't, why do I keep hurting her? It's, how do we grow together to keep these things from happening? Instead of emphasizing not hurting her, emphasize growing closer together, understanding one another better, being honest with one another. Even if that does bring pain, even here, this is bringing pain, but it's also bringing closeness, I feel like. Like, Mafu Mom now has a better understanding of Mafuyu, And I feel like Mafuyu has a better understanding of her mom. So they are growing closer together. In my mind, the main thing that needs to change is Mafuyu being willing to stand up for herself. And until that happens, I don't fully see how we fully overcome all of this. Now, there are probably going to be times where Mafuyu is going to... Mafuyu is going to need to do what her mom wants her to do to make her happy, spend time together. But it needs to be treated not like you're controlling me. It's not like I'm putting my entire future and everything on the line for you. It needs to be treated as, I want to make you happy, and so I'll do something in the moment. It's like short-term things, like going out to dinner with you, or going to a movie together. Those types of things, like doing things that you want to do together. It's going to be a very hard balance to find. But once it's found, everything will finally start to click together.
母さん、マフィア、どうすればいいの？私は。
That better not be where this ends. You're kidding. That's where this ends? Are we serious? That's where this one's gonna end? What's the name of the song? I don't think I've played this game yet. I might have. I don't know. All save challenge. I'm not gonna play it here. I'll play DNA, and then I'll end stream. Ah, yes. Top tier quality. Oh. Oh my, that is some audio delay. I was not prepared. Oh my. Like, that's where it sounds like it should have been for me. Okay, there we go. Now it's good. What do you mean I missed that one? That's so silly. Of course I hit it when I have like this audio quality is when I hit that section. That's so funny. I've never hit the ending before. That's actually the first time ever I've hit the ending. Yeah, maybe having music is the problem. The problem with me playing my rhythm game is that I have audio. And that's where I'm gonna end it off for today. For all of you watching, now or in the future. Oh, I'm getting to, like, watch the delayed version of me playing DNA. Oh, wow, that's a trip. But, thank you all so much for being here, so much for watching. Hopefully, Mafuyu... Like, now I have hope for the Asahinas. The main thing I wanted to get from this is whether or not it's possible for them to actually come back together as a family in this state. The way things are going, it'll take time, it'll take growth, it'll take much longer than probably anyone would want. But it is very much possible. And honestly, I'm gonna say it, it's pretty likely that sometime in the future, Mafuyu will be able to fit in with her family again. But on that note, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, God bless you all. Bye-bye.